not yet married at ngayon ka magpakasal. Ano nga ang magiging property relations nyo? Ha? Ano ang property relations nyo? Absolute community of property. Ngayon, kung meron ka ng mga properties that you own prior to the marriage, will that form part of the absolute community of property? Yes. Imagine mo, ha? Ikaw ang may-ari niyan ngayon na wala kang asawa, single ka, tapos mag-aasawa ka, magkakaroon ka na ngayon ng kahati. Ha? So, sabi ko nga, parati kong sinasabi sa mga estudyante ko, no? Ngayon, pag magpapakasal ka, there must be what? There must be true love. No? Kailangan may true love kasi whatever property you own, you will now share. You will now share that 50-50 ka na ngayon dun sa spouse mo. Ngayon, kung walang true love at gusto mo pa rin magpakasal, ano ang dapat mong gawin? Ha? Magkaroon ka ng marriage settlement. Okay, so yan ha, legal advice sa mga estudyante ko. Legal and love practical advice. Magpapakasal lang ng walang marriage settlement if there is what? If there is true love. Okay? Ayan, yan ang payo ko sa inyo. Okay. Now, 103. Rental income is an example of what type of fruit? Civil fruit. Okay. At least sa mga madadali niya, kayang-kaya na yan. 104. This test is applied when the object is not one of those enumerated or included under Article 415 of the Civil Code. This is test by exclusion. Ano ba ang naka-enumerate sa Article 415 of the Civil Code? Ano ba yung enumerated dyan? Article 415 is an enumeration of what is considered as immovable or real property. Okay? So this test by exclusion states that when the object is not one of those included under 415, meaning hindi siya kasama dun sa 10. 10 yan eh. Yung Article 415, 10 yan. So kung wala siya dun sa 10 na enumerated under Article 415, then ano ang conclusion mo? So, test by exclusion. Pag wala yan dun sa 10 na enumerated sa Article 415 of the Civil Code, then it must be movable property test by exclusion. Exclusion sa list. Exclusion sa Article 415 enumeration. Ang Article 415, listahan niya ng mga immovable property. So, kung wala yan dun sa 10, ibig sabihin, movable siya. Ay, sorry, 102. Okay, sorry. 102, natural-born citizens of the Philippines who had become a citizen of a foreign country. So, isa-isahin, himayin natin. Natural-born citizen ka. Nagpunta ka sa ibang bansa, naging citizen ka ng foreign country. Shall retain their Philippine citizenship under the dual citizenship law upon what? Ano ang gagawin mo para ma-retain mo yung Philippine citizenship mo? By taking an oath of allegiance. Okay, sorry about that, and thank you for reminding me. Okay. Sa 104, ano ang sagot? May nagtatanong pa, ano ang sagot? 104. 104. Test by exclusion yung 104. 105. The best evidence of ownership is the Torrens Certificate of Title, as it is considered imprescriptible and indefeasible. Okay. 106. The entity enjoying the right of way is the what? The dominant estate. Number 107. The government may dispose or alienate lands of the public domain provided the classification is agricultural. Okay. 108. The mode of acquiring title to land, which requires government approval for the filling of submerged land, is referred to as reclamation. (109) The process by which the current of river segregates from one estate on its bank a known portion and transfers it to another estate. Avulsion. Avulsion yan. And you must differentiate it from what? Avulsion versus accretion. Okay. Magkaiba yun. Okay. 110. The spouses X and Z lived in the province which had a river behind their lot. Okay? Through blank, land is gradually and imperceptibly received and is added to the lot of X and Z. So this is accretion. Anong difference? Pag gradual and imperceptibly received, accretion yon. Kapag biglaan, pag biglaan, due to the current of the river, avulsion yon. Okay. So, sino ang owner ng land na nadagdag gradually dun sa property mo? Diba? Ang magiging owner niyan yung riparian owner. Okay. To what, number 111, to what extent does a co-owner have in the exercise of his right to repurchase or right of preemption or redemption? Anong extent ng co-owner? Ano ang sinasagot niyo dito? Basahin ang tanong. To what extent does a co-owner have in the exercise of his right to repurchase or right of preemption or redemption? Anong extent? Anong extent ng right mo? Proportionate share. Diba? Pag co-owner ka, diba? Edi yung right mo over the co-owned property is proportionate dun sa share nyo. So, depende. Ilan ba kayong co-owners? Diba? Ilan kayong co-owners? Edi kung dalawa lang kayo, di 50-50. Kapag more than 2, then nagiging proportionate to how many co-owners there are. Diba? Okay. 112. Under blank, foreign investors shall be allowed to lease private lands provided that no lease contract shall be for a period exceeding blank years and renewable once for a period of not more than blank years. So, anong batas to? Anong batas? RA 7652 or the Investors Lease Act. So the initial lease period for investors, for foreign investors, is 50 years. Renewable for another 25 years. Pero pwede ka lang mag-renew once. Okay. 113. Under the principle of blank, the government may own real property, such as when a person dies intestate and with no heirs. So, SG. Number 114. What are the different types of fruits? Oh, napag-usapan na natin yan. Review na lang. Natural, industrial, and civil fruits. Okay. 115. What classification of land of the public domain is alienable and disposable? So, agricultural land. 116. When it is the exclusive property of the wife because she inherited it when she was already married, it is referred to as paraphernal. Okay. 117, X and Y are both 18 years old. Single pa. O, live together as husband and wife without getting married. O, yan. Dapat alam nyo na yan. Iniiba-iba ko lang yung tanong. Dapat alam nyo na yan. Their property relation shall be governed by the rules on co-ownership. Okay. 118. O, so mahaba-haba to. So, himayin natin. Si X, nag-migrate sa US ng 1980. Okay. So, naging Amerikano. Okay. He was born of Filipino parents. Pag born ka sa Filipino parents, ano ka nga? Ano ka nga? Kapag born ka of Filipino parents, ano ka nga? You are a natural-born Filipino citizen. Paki-kompleto lang po. Okay? When you are born of Filipino parents, you are considered a natural-born Filipino citizen. Okay. The next. Si X daw wants to retire in the Philippines. He wants to retire in the Philippines and wants to buy a house and lot sa Batangas City. Okay. As such, he must execute a blank under BP 185 stating his date and place of birth, the names and addresses of his parents. No? O, ano kayang affidavit ito? Ha? What type of affidavit is this? Sige, basa. Basa. What type of affidavit are we talking about? Affidavit of Filipino citizenship. Bakit Filipino citizenship? Affidavit of land holdings. Yun ba? Ha? Ano kaya? Ano? Sige, hula. Hula pa tayo. O, hula pa tayo. Ha? Affidavit of residency. affidavit of citizenship. So, yes, correct. Meron kang affidavit or sworn declaration that you will execute under BP 185. So, syempre, yung affidavit na yan, you will state your date and place of birth, the name and addresses of your parents, your spouse and children, if any, and the area, location, and mode of acquisition of your land holdings. No? And you must also state there that you have intention to reside permanently in the Philippines. No? And in this affidavit, you must also state the date when you lose, no, when you lost your Philippine citizenship. So affidavit or sworn declaration under BP 185, that's the answer. Okay. 119. Okay. Si X, a Filipina, got married to a foreigner on Feb 14, 1998. Wow, ang sweet. Valentine's Day pang marriage. In such case, X has no restrictions to own land in the Philippines if what? If what? Hmm? O si X, Pilipino, nagpakasal sa foreigner, no? Kahit nakasal na siya sa foreigner, wala pa rin siyang restrictions to own land in the Philippines kung if she retains her Philippine citizenship. Kasi syempre, kung Filipino ka pa rin, edi walang restrictions, no? As to how much or the area that you may acquire, no? In the Philippines. Okay, 120. X, your neighbor who owns the parcel of land behind your property. Gustong dumaan. Wanted to pass through your property to gain road access. X may do so through right of way, easement of right of way. 121. Blank are the spontaneous products of the soil. So, natural fruits. Kumpletuhin nyo naman. Kasi natural kayo na natural. May natural fruits. May natural born Filipino citizen. O, ang daming natural. So, kumpletuhin nyo naman. Okay. Ay, sorry. 122 muna. Blank estates are those involving ownership. These are estates of indefinite duration that can exist for a lifetime or forever. O, dito may forever. O, so anong sagot dito? 122. Estates involving ownership. Estates involving ownership. Life estate. Blank estates are those involving ownership, and these are estates of indefinite duration that can exist for a lifetime. So, ito yung freehold or fee simple. Diba? So, 123. Now, blank is a contract which involves a temporary surrender by the owner of his rights to possess, use, and enjoy to another. So, leasehold, lease. Lease. Now, lease is a contract. Lease contract is a contract which involves a temporary surrender by the owner of his rights to possess, use, and enjoy to another. Okay, next. 124. Blank is a right given to an owner of an adjoining land to pass another's property or to have road access. So right of way, easement of right of way. 125. Blank is an encumbrance imposed on an immovable belonging to another. Number 125. The blank is an encumbrance na easement. Okay, 126. Blank is the execution by the owner of the appropriate document to transfer the ownership to another. Deed is the execution. Ano ba yun? Deed blank is the execution by the owner of the appropriate document to transfer the ownership. Ano kaya tong type of mode of acquisition, no? Ano ba to? Are we talking about public, private grant? Diba? What are we talking about here? Private grant, no? Refers to the execution by the owner of the appropriate document to transfer the ownership to another. 127, blank is the money paid by the state when it takes private property and converts it to public use, so just compensation. Okay. 128. Blank is the right of a person, no, who does not own the property to enjoy the use and fruits of the property. So, usufruct, dahil hindi siya owner, pero may right siya to enjoy the fruits and the use. Okay. 129. Blank refers to an absolute restricted estate in perpetuity or the absolute right of ownership without limitations. Yan, facing. Okay. 130. Blank is an immovable property which refers to the earth's surface extending downward to the center of the earth and upward to infinity. Land. 131. The issuance of blank is an exercise of police power by the municipality or city in regulating and controlling the character and use of the property. So, zoning ordinance. Ang galing na, ready na. Okay. 132. A couple married in August 3, 1998, entered into a marriage settlement but was declared void. So, ano na ngayon ang property relations nila? So, absolute community of property. Okay, so 133. A foreigner may own land in the Philippines through hereditary succession, but it is required that the foreigner be what? A legal heir. So, hindi siya pwedeng by will. Na foreigner ka, hindi ka legal heir, magiging owner ka of the land through hereditary succession. Kailangan legal heir ka. Okay. 134. So, a husband and wife cannot sell property to each other. So, yan ang general rule. Pag mag-asawa kayo, hindi kayo pwedeng magbentahan ng property sa isa't isa unless or except if your property relations ay complete separation of property. That's the only time that the law will allow for husband and wife to sell property to each other. Okay, 135. A sale of a parcel of land, bought by a foreigner who was not allowed to own land, which was eventually sold to a Filipino citizen, is considered valid. Valid naman siya kasi while it was originally bought by a foreigner. Siyempre, pag foreigner ka, di ba, hindi ka nga allowed to own land. Pero, kung eventually naman, yung foreigner, binenta naman yung land to a Filipino, then the transfer or the sale by the foreigner to the Filipino will be considered valid. Okay. Number 136. An annotation on the title which serves as notice that the property is being held reserved for whatever judgment may be rendered against the owner is lis pendens ba? Lis pendens ba writ of preliminary attachment. Okay, 137. So, any Filipino citizen may apply for a free patent title under RA 123. And in case of first and second class municipalities, the same should not exceed 750 square meters. Okay, so under Article RA 123, this covers the grant of residential free patents. Okay. So kapag residential free patent, di ba, sabi natin, since it is the state who is granting or giving the land that it owns to a private citizen, a private individual, there has to be limits, as to what the state can grant. So, dito sa residential free patent, syempre ganun din. Merong area limits. May area limits as to how much the state may grant to the applicant. So, depende sa ang area yan. So, ano ba mga areas yung covered? So, meron tayong highly urbanized cities. Meron tayong other cities. Meron tayong first or second class municipalities. And meron tayong other municipalities. Now, when the grant is within a highly urbanized city, ano ang area limit? So, 200 what? 200 square meters. Kapag sa other cities, ano yung area limit? So, it becomes 500 square meters. If it's from a first or second class municipality, such as this question 137, 750 square meters. Now, for other municipalities, the area limit will be 1,000 square meters. Okay. Number 138. Okay. Filipino citizens can acquire agricultural lands of the public domain not exceeding blank hectares by agricultural free patent. Ito na. Ganun nga, di ba? 12 hectares. So, dito mag-a-apply yung 12 hectares. Bakit may limit? Kasi sino ba ang nagbibigay ng lupa? Ha? Sino ba ang nagbibigay ng lupa? Sino ang nagbibigay ng lupa? The state. Diba? So, in an agricultural free patent under Commonwealth Act 1 for Water at the Public Land Act, there is a limit as to the land area that may be granted to the Filipino applicant. No? So, kung agricultural free patent yan, ang area limit na pwede lang ibigay sa'yo is up to 12 hectares. Okay. 139, freehold requires a blank to back the claim of ownership. Ano kailangan mo? Para meron kang justification sa claim of ownership mo. When you are, yes, title. Now, when you are talking about the freehold, kailangan may title ka to back your claim of ownership. 140. In addition to the process of naturalization, a foreigner may also become a Filipino citizen through what? Legislation. So, dalawa yung modes, no? For foreigners to become naturalized Filipino citizens. So, first, through the process of yung naturalization, no? And second is through legislation. So those are the two modes wherein foreigners may become Filipinos by naturalization, number 1, and number 2, through legislation. Bakit, wag mag-give up? Kapit lang, ha? Kapit lang, guys. Kapit lang tayo. Kaya nyo yan. Okay. 141. Let me know, ha, if I'm, too fast. Okay? Let me know. Number 141, it is the power of the state to take private property for the purpose of public use, provided there is payment of just compensation. Okay, madali na yan. Power of eminent domain. Okay. Number 142, it is non-freehold is created through a what? Through a, anong type of, agreement? Lease. Number 143, a residential free patent allows any Filipino citizen to acquire land zoned as residential areas who has been in actual, no, and continuous possession of the land for at least 10 years. Number 144. Test na naman. This test is applied when the property is capable of being carried from place to place. What type of test is this? Test by what? Test by description. Number 145. Ano ang best evidence mo of ownership sa condominium unit? Ano ba yung CCT? What is CCT? Condominium Certificate of Title. 146. The exclusive property of the husband is called capital. Okay. Number 147, the gradual addition to the land through natural causes, usually caused by the change in water flow, is accretion. Kasi bakit accretion? Ano yung keyword? What's your keyword? Gradual. Okay, number 148. The ownership of real estate in the Philippines is primarily governed by which law? Yeah, 1987 Constitution. 149. The property owner giving the right of way is called the servient estate. Again ha, pag first time niyo yan na-encounter, take note of it and learn it. Number 150. The transfer to another person of the right to enjoy and use the fruits of the property is referred to as the transfer to another person of the right to enjoy the use and fruits is referred to as usufruct. Number 151. To whom does hidden treasure belong? Sino ba may-ari ng hidden treasure? Siyempre, yung finder. And kapag nakita yan sa land, siyempre, ang finder is the owner also of the property. So, we have discussed in a previous question, no? So, let's say si finder, nahanap niya yung hidden treasure on the property belonging to another, di ba? So, 50-50 pa ganun. Okay. Number 152. Under blank, the maximum period allowed for the duration of leases of private lands to aliens or alien-owned corporations, associations, or entities not qualified to acquire private lands in the Philippines shall be how many years? Renewable for another how many years? Ay, sorry. Ay, sorry. Ang bilis. Sorry. Number 152 pa lang tayo. Anong law to? What law is this? What law are we referring to? Bakit yan? Investor ba yung foreigner? Okay, so the correct answer is PD 471. PD 471. For 25 years, renewable for another 25 years. Ano ba ang difference between PD 471 and RA 7652? What's the difference? Kapag ordinary foreigner ka lang, alin ang mag-a-apply sa'yo? PD 471. Ngayon, kailan mag-a-apply sa'yo yung RA 7652? Okay. Mag-a-apply sa'yo yung RA 7652 if you are a foreigner and you are an investor. So, foreigner ka na, tapos investor ka pa dito sa Pilipinas. So, anong difference between PD 471 and RA 7652? Sorry, RA 7642. Okay? The difference is yung duration ng lease. No? So, under PD 471, ang initial lease mo 25 plus 25. Dito sa RA 7642, mas mahaba yung initial mo, 50 years, kasi investor ka. No? Pero, allowed ka to renew for another 25 years provided may conditions din, no? Yung renewal pag investor ka. Once ka lang allowed to renew pag investor ka. And you will be allowed to renew for another 25 years provided you meet certain conditions. Basta na-establish mo na meron ka talagang nako-contribute, no, dun sa investment mo sa Pilipinas, because otherwise you will be disqualified from renewing. So please take note of the difference. Tandaan lang natin, pag investor ka na foreigner, applicable sa'yo RA 7642. Pag non-investor ka, PD 471. Okay? Huwag pumalito, okay? Okay. So, 153. Under the principle of blank, unmarried children below 18 years of age, whether legitimate, illegitimate, or adopted, of former Filipino parents who retained or reacquired their Philippine citizenship under RA 9225 may also be deemed Filipino citizens. Anong principle to? What principle is this? Ay, nawala. Sorry. I'm looking at your answers sa social justice. Social justice, isang Guinness. Under what principle yan? Na yung mga minor children mo, no? Yung messages, attorney. Sorry. Derivative. Ayan, very good, Jerry. Derivative. Yan, derivative citizenship. Sandali. Sorry, may questions lang. I will just try to scroll. Standard number of years lang na pwede i-dispose ni foreigner ang na-inherit na property to a Filipino para ma-valid po. Sino ba nagtanong nito? Alfred Vargas. Why does your name sound familiar? Attorney, meron po ba standard number of years lang na pwede i-dispose ni foreigner ang na-inherit na property to a Filipino para maging valid po? Okay. Which law allows foreigners to own land in the Philippines through hereditary succession? Bold Star ba yun? Hindi naman Bold Star. Hindi ba artista yun si Alfred Vargas? Okay. Okay, sorry Alfred, we're not trying to make fun of you, no? May mga sumasagot lang. Anyway, that's correct, Alfred, no? You can find it, you can find the legal basis, no, under the 1987 Constitution. So it's actually one of the exceptions wherein foreigners will be allowed, no, to own land in the Philippines through hereditary succession, diba? Ano lang ang requirement? Do we remember? For you to inherit land, no? Anong requirement? Ang requirement dapat ano? What's the requirement? What's the requirement? Ha? Dapat legal heir ka. Diba? Okay. Once you have satisfied that, you are a foreigner and you are a legal heir of the decedent, then even if you are a foreigner, you will be allowed to own land here in the Philippines. Now, does the Constitution provide a period within which you, the foreigner who inherited, has to dispose of this? Hindi ba pwedeng ikaw na lang yung owner until for as long as you want? Ha? Kapag foreigner ka, no, nag-inherit ka ng lupa dahil nga legal heir ka. Meron bang sinabi sa Constitution na dapat ma-dispose mo yan within a certain period? Wala. Diba? Wala. Ang kailangan mo lang masatisfy na inherit mo yan through hereditary succession and legal heir ka. I understand your question, Alfred. Actually, that has been parang intriguing to us also. Kasi may nakikita kami some discussions, no, that if you are a foreigner and you inherit through hereditary succession, you have to dispose it within a certain period. Kami, no, ako, ang ang position ko my position on that is that there should be no uh period, no? Walang period for you to validly own that land that you inherited. Kasi nasa Constitution naman yun eh. It's under the Constitution. Now, which law, again, the other principle, bakit ganyan yung position ko? Which is the highest law of the land? Which is the highest law of the land? The Constitution. So, even assuming merong statute or may law passed by Congress na nagsasabi, yung foreigner na yan na nag-inherit through hereditary succession ng lupa, kailangan, let's say, within 5 years, within 10 years, kailangan ibenta. Valid ba yung law na yun? Is it valid? Unconstitutional yan. Yung Constitution, wala namang sinabing period. Diba? First, I don't know of any law which provides na dapat may limitation yung period. Pangalawa, even if there is such a law, ang law mas inferior sa 1987 Constitution. So, sino masusunod? Diba? Ako, that's my position. So, you may or may take the same position as I have, but that's how I will justify it. No, that's how I will justify it. Yun lang, ang haba, haba ng sinabi. No? Yun lang naman pala. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed. Number 154. What are the 5 modes of acquiring title to alienable lands of the public domain? O, ano yung mga modes? Ano ba yung modes of acquiring title to alienable lands sa alienable lands of the public domain? Meron tayo, what type of patents? Ano ba yung mga yan? Meron kang homestead patent number 1. Meron kang sales patent number 2. Meron kang special patents number 3. Meron kang free patent. Sa free patent, may iba-iba pang klase. Sa free patent, 2 din. Ano yun? Meron kang sa free patent, what are the 2 types of free patents? What are the 2 types? Meron kang agricultural free patent, meron kang residential free patent. O, ano yung 5th? Ano yung 5th mode? Meron kang judicial legalization. No? Meron kang judicial legalization or decree. May decree. So, who can summarize? Who can summarize? Ano yung 5? What's the 5? Ano yung 5 modes natin? Sinong pwede mag-summarize? Homestead, sales. O, paano yung special patent? Ayan, may special patents, free patents, agricultural and residential and judicial legalization or the issuance of a decree. Okay, very good. So, pwede na tayo mag-move on. Okay, 155. What is the maximum amount of foreign ownership of a domestic corporation which intends to buy land in the Philippines? 40%. If 150. Sino sumagot ng 70? Pag may sumagot ng 70, demerit. Ay, demerit. Bawal yun. 156. When soil is deposited through the gradual deposit by the flowing of a river in the property along the river, the deposited soil is called alluvium. Okay. Okay. So 157. So X and Z got married ng 1976. Wala silang marriage settlement before the marriage. Ano ang property relations? Conjugal partnership of kids. 158. X occupied a parcel of agricultural land ng 1952 under adverse and continuous possession. Now, he may acquire title to that land if he has been in possession of such land for at least Nako, class. Naku po, ang wrinkles ko dumadami. Ba't ganon? Isa lang ang sagot dyan. Okay, ilang taon? Pwede ba? Let's agree on the number of years. Ilang taon? Bakit may sumasagot pa rin ng 30 years? Bakit 30 years pa rin ang sagot ng iba? Ha? Remember. Kapag prescription ang mood mo of acquiring ownership over property, ha? O yan, kaya yung mga lumang questions, no? Syempre dapat updated. Dapat updated na tayo, ha? Kasi nabago na yan, eh. Nabago na yan. Actually, for those who have my book, no, I wrote that book kasi before this law came out, no. So dun sa book ko, nasa 30 years pa ako. That's why when I do lectures or when I conduct my classes, ang ini-explain ko talaga, hindi na yan. That's no longer the rule. Hindi na 30 years. Under which law? Alin nga law ang nag-amend yan? Ha? Anong law ang nag-amend niyan? RA 11573. Now, under RA 11573 that was enacted during the time of President Duterte, na-reduce yung required 30 years na adverse possession to ngayon 20 years na lang. 20 years na lang. Okay? So, huwag nating kalimutan kasi importante yon. And you know, if they include as options dun sa answer, kasi multiple choice yan, di ba? So, pag naglagay yan ng 10, 20, 30 years, 40 years, no? Nandyan yung lahat ng possible answers. May luma, may bago. Di ba? So, alin ang pipiliin mo? No? Alin ang pipiliin mo? Okay? Ana, okay, 30 years, no? Nalito po sa 1952. Siyempre, sabi ko nga sa inyo, di ba, masarap manglito. Masarap manglito. But make sure, di ba, you read the complete question. Diba? Basahin mo yung complete na question. Do not assume. Kasi ano lang ba yung tinatanong kahit ang daming sinabi, no? E tapos ang tanong, ito lang. Diba? Make sure that you are answering the correct question. No? Kasi sa the way examiners present a question, they may be adding things there meant to confuse you. Now, it is a test. It is a test. How much do you understand the question? Diba? Kaya nga sinasabi ko, huwag kang mag-assume. Basahin mo yung buong tanong. And make sure na yung hinahanap mong sagot, siya yung sagot dun sa tinatanong. Hindi dun sa assumed question mo. No? Kaya basahin mo yung buo. Basahin mo yung buo. Kasi magkakamali ka talaga if you don't. Imagine mo, sayang yung points. Sayang yung points. No? Every point counts. Ta? Okay? 20 years, 20 years na. Hindi na 30 years, okay? Okay. 159. X, a Filipino citizen, wanted to lease. Leasing naman to. Leasing ng ano? Ng alienable land of the government. Sino ang owner ng land? Sino ang owner ng land? Yung government, yung state. Now, in this case, the 1987 Constitution allows him to lease up to how much? 500 hectares. Okay. Okay. Now, 160. X, Y, and Z corporation engaged in the corn business to expand its plantation and lease more land from the government. It can do so provided the maximum area does not exceed 1,000 hectares. Okay. Number 161. This classification of immovable property refers to those that are impossible to move from one location to another and which normally have a foundation in the soil. So ano kaya itong type of immovable property na to? Basahin yung mabuti. Basahin yung mabuti yung tanong. Huwag kang sagot kagad. Huwag kang magsagot kaagad. Basahin nyo. Ang hinihingi ko dito, classification. So this classification of immovable property refers to those that are impossible to move from one location to another, and which normally have a foundation in the soil. So ito ay immovable by nature. Okay, number 162. Blank estates are those involving tenants where interest in real property is less than a freehold estate or ownership, and it covers only limited possession in real property. So ito, you call this leasehold estate. Okay, 163. Blank is a document imposing voluntary limitation on one's right of land to ownership. Deed of restrictions. Okay. 164. Blank is a type of property relationship where only those properties acquired during the marriage are considered conjugal. Conjugal partnership of gains. Okay. 165 is blank is defined as the thing and the rights that come with owning the thing. It can be the object of appropriation or can be the subject of a contract. Ano to? Blank is defined as the thing and the rights that comes with owning the thing. Real property. 166. So, washed up naturally from river or lake. So, accession, accretion. Accretion is the gradual increase. Okay. So, sa accretion, no, I just want to discuss this further. So, sa accretion, when there is a accretion, there is a gradual increase or addition of land, di ba? To the riparian owner. So, sinasabi natin kapag may accretion, if accretion takes place, sino nga yung owner no alluvium or the land that was added? Yung riparian owner. Okay. Now, my next question is this. So, sige, may accretion, yung alluvium is owned by the riparian owner. Okay? Nasusundan pa, di ba? Does the riparian owner automatically get a certificate of title on it? No. Anong dapat niyang gawin? Anong kailangan? Kailangan mag-apply siya for the registration of that alluvium. Kasi ownership or title is one thing, but registration is a totally different thing. Okay? Naiintindihan ba? Naiintindihan ba yun? So, while the riparian owner by law becomes the owner of the alluvium, yes, the riparian owner has the title or the owner of that alluvium. But registration is still required for that riparian owner to be issued a certificate of title. So, hindi siya pareho. Ownership is one thing, registration of land is another. Okay, 167. Blank is the power of the state to impose and collect tax and other charges on real estate. Power of taxation. Okay. Okay. Number 168. Blank is the vesting of property in favor of blood-related intestate heir immediately upon the death of his ancestor. Ano to? Ano to? Blank is the vesting of property in favor of blood-related intestate heir immediately upon the death. What do you call this? What do you call this? What process? Succession. Succession yan. Succession takes place, and succession is the vesting of the property in favor of the blood-related intestate heirs, upon the death of the decedent. Okay. 169. So blank now refers to any hidden or unknown deposit of money, jewelry, precious objects, whose lawful ownership is not shown. So hidden treasure. Okay, 170. Blank refers to the object or the thing itself, such as land and the improvements on the land. So this, the answer to this is real estate. So 171, blank is the right of the state to enact laws and enforce them for the order, safety, health, morals, and general welfare of the public. So this is police power. Okay. A female child was born of parents who could not marry. No? Kasi pareho silang minors. No? And the child is classified at that time as non-marital or illegitimate. Okay. 173. A foreigner may own real property located in the Philippines through succession, provided that foreigner is a legal heir. Okay. $174. A lease is a blank limitation on one's ownership to land. Sino ba ang nag-i-impose ng limitation na yan? No? It is a self-imposed. It is a self-imposed limitation. Sino ba ang gumawa ng lease? Sino ba ang gumawa ng lease? Yung owner, diba? So, ikaw as the owner is also the one who imposed your own limitation dun sa property that you own. So, anong limitation? Since nag-enter ka into a contract of lease, you remain the owner, but what? You transfer to another the enjoyment or use of your property for a limited period. Diba? Yun yung concept ng lease. Remember? So, when the owner enters into a lease contract, it is a self-imposed limitation on his ownership. Self-imposed limitation. Kasi kung hindi ka naman enter ng lease, edi ikaw ang owner, ikaw din yung nag-i-enjoy ng possession and use. Diba? Okay. 175. A vacant land in Davao that was escheated to the government because the deceased left no will and no heirs will be classified. Pag nasa local government na yan, patrimonial property. Sorry. 176 muna. An owner is said to be an owner in blank when he has complete and permanent ownership of his property. An owner is said to be an owner in fee simple when he has complete and permanent ownership over his property. Okay. 177. Can a co-owner demand partition of the co-owned property? Can a co-owner demand partition of the co-owned property? Yes, pwede. Because anong principle sa co-ownership, di ba? A co-owner is allowed by law to demand for the partition of the co-owned property because no one can be compelled to stay in the co-ownership if he or she does not want to stay. Diba? Kung ayaw ko na, ayaw na kitang maging co-owner. Ha? Pwede ba ako mag-demand ng partition? Pwede. Pwede. So, kapag ganun yung nangyari, syempre, the co-owners, the assumption is, ano ba yung share nitong co-owner? What is the share? Ano ba yung share ng co-owner? Proportionate. Proportionate share. Diba? So, pag nag-demand siya for the partition ng undivided co-owned property, syempre, ang pwede lang mapunta sa kanya yung proportionate share lang niya. Okay? Only his proportionate share. He cannot demand for more. Unless, kung gusto niya mas malaki yung share niya, anong gagawin niya? Ano yung mga possible scenarios? Pwede siyang bumili ng share nung iba, nung proportionate share nung iba. Okay? Remember, when you are selling, when you are disposing, when you are alienating your property, anong principle na kailangan nating tandaan? You can only dispose. You can only sell what you own. You cannot sell more than what you own. Diba? So, kung gusto mo magbenta, gusto mo mag-dispose, ang pwede mo lang ibenta, ang pwede mo lang i-dispose, yung proportionate share mo lang. Okay? Okay. Okay. 178. Yes, they can do that, no? Hindi na sila yung owner, nakakapagbenta pa. Okay, number 178. For a qualified applicant under RA 9225, his foreign citizenship blank to be renounced. Kailangan ba o hindi? No need. No? Hindi naman required, no, under article, it's not required under Republic Act 9225 that the foreign citizenship be renounced. Hindi required. It's not required that you renounce your foreign citizenship for you to be qualified to apply for reacquisition or retention of your Filipino citizenship under RA 9225. Yes, that's right, Alfred. No? Kapag nag-apply ka dito sa RA 9225 for retention or reacquisition of your Filipino citizenship, dito nangyayari yung dual citizenship. Okay? So, ulitin lang natin, no? I just want to make sure that all of you understand the distinction, no? Ang rule natin with respect to ownership of land in the Philippines, meron tayong general rule, diba? Ang general rule natin with respect to owning land in the Philippines, sino nga lang ang qualified to own? Sino nga lang ang qualified to own land in the Philippines? Filipino citizen at saka domestic corporations. No? Pag domestic corporation, required yung 60-40 Filipino foreign ownership. Okay. Yan ang general rule for ownership of land here in the Philippines. So, kapag foreigner ka, pwede ka bang maging owner ng land in the Philippines? Generally, what? Generally, no. Pag foreigner ka, hindi ka pwedeng maging owner ng land. May exception ba sa rule? May exception ba sa rule? Yes. Ano yung exceptions natin? What are the exceptions? You become owner of the land through what? Through hereditary succession. And you are the legal heir, no, of the decedent. Meron pa bang exception wherein foreigners can own land in the Philippines? Lupa, no, I'm not talking about condo, I'm talking about land. I'm talking about land. Hmm? Sinasagot na, di ba kanina dinidiscuss natin, Filipino ka, nagpunta ka sa abroad, naging naturalized ka. Anong citizenship mo pag nangyari yun? Anong citizenship mo? Foreigner ka. Pag foreigner ka na, and former natural-born Filipino ka, pwede ka bang bumili ng land sa Pilipinas? Yes. Di ba exception yon? Di ba exception yon? Foreigner ka. And yet, pwede kang maging owner ng land. Right? Foreigner ka na. Remember, foreigner ka na. Pero allowed kang bumili ng land dito sa Pilipinas. That's another exception. That's the second exception, wherein foreigners are allowed to own land in the Philippines. Dun sa exception na yun, bakit ina-allow yung foreigner to own land in the Philippines? Bakit? Bakit? Kasi former natural-born Filipino siya. Okay? Pero, while you are allowed to own land in the Philippines, pwede bang kahit ilan, gaano kalaki, pwede mong bilhin? No, may limitation. Okay? Bakit may limitation? 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 Kasi foreigner ka na. Kasi foreigner ka na. Generally nga, di ba, pag foreigner, bawal ka maging owner ng land. Pero dahil former natural-born Filipino citizen ka, exception to the rule na ang foreigner allowed to own land in the Philippines. Okay? Yun yung premium ng pagiging natural-born Filipino mo. Nabibigyan ka ng pabor. Diba? Na kahit foreigner ka na, pwede ka bumili at maging owner ng land sa Philippines, subject to limitation nga lang dun sa area. Okay. So, generally, when you are a foreigner, you are not allowed to own land in the Philippines. There are two exceptions. I'm talking about land, land, lupa. Okay. What are the two exceptions? Sabi natin, number 1, through hereditary succession. Number 2, when the foreigner was a former natural-born Filipino citizen, he can still own land in the Philippines but subject to area limits. Okay? Yun yung dalawang exceptions. Now, let's take this a notch further. Okay. Sabi natin, itong former natural-born Filipino citizen na to, naging naturalized foreigner. Okay? So, pag naging naturalized foreigner ka na, ano nga ang citizenship mo? Ano na? Foreigner ka na. Diba? Foreigner ka na. Eh, itong foreigner na to, nag-avail pa siya ng retention or reacquisition ng Filipino citizenship niya under RA 9225. Okay. So kapag nag-grant na siya, nag-grant na yung application niya for the retention or reacquisition ng Filipino citizenship niya, ano na ngayon ang citizenship niya? Ano na ngayon ang citizenship niya? Dalawa na. Foreigner na pwedeng, let's say, sa US siya, no? So, US American citizen ka na and Filipino ka pa. Okay? Nagiging dual citizenship. Nagiging dual yung citizenship mo. Now, my question is this. Once you are a dual citizen, how much land may you own in the Philippines? How much land may you own in the Philippines? Wala nang limit. Bakit? 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 Ba't wala nang limit? Kasi Filipino ka na. Filipino ka na ulit. Okay? And once you are a Filipino, you can own as much as you want. Huh? You can own as much as you want. Okay? So, klaro ba yun? Klaro ba yun sa inyo? Ha? Okay. Now, 179. Hidden treasures belong to blank and the owner of the land, building, or other property in which it is found. Finder. Etong finder na to, kailangan finder in good faith. Kasi kapag hindi siya finder in good faith or trespasser siya, entitled ba siya sa hidden treasure? Hindi. Okay? Okay. 180. Now, in case a person owns a piece of land, it can only be used for legitimate purposes and subject to limitations imposable by the government in the exercise of its blank police power. Okay, 181. Lands intended for public use, such as roads, rivers, etc., and lands intended for some public service are classified as public public domain or dominion? Public domain or dominion? Public dominion. Public dominion. Okay? Ano ang difference ng public domain at public dominion? What's the difference? So pareho lang ba sila? Ha? Pareho ba? Or hindi? Ha? Pareho ba? O hindi? Okay, hindi daw. So kung hindi, anong difference? What's the difference? Kailan considered public domain? Kailan considered as public dominion. Okay, very good si Lani. No? Kapag public domain, lahat covered. When I say lahat covered, it covers public dominion and patrimonial property. So ano ba ang public dominion? Ito yung 181. Ito yung mga lands intended for public use or intended for some public service. Okay? So, yung public dominion plus patrimonial property, pag kinombine mo yan, it will be considered as public domain. Okay? Yun yung difference. So, mas wider yung scope. Ng public domain versus public dominion. Okay. Number 182. Patrimonial property of the state is that which it owns in its private capacity. Okay. 183. The blank executed by the foreigner spouse of a Filipino citizen, which was previously required by the Register of Deeds for the registration of sale of real property to the Filipino spouse. Ano pa to? Anong sagot dito? Affidavit of waiver of rights. Pero ngayon, hindi naman na yan nire-require. No? Previously, nire-require nila yan. No? Kapag ang spouses is a Filipino, is a foreigner, for the Register of Deeds to register the sale to the Filipino spouse, nire-require pa yun, yung affidavit of waiver of rights. Sino ba ang nagwi-waive? Sino ang nagwi-waive? Sino yung nagwe-waive? Yung foreigner. Yung foreigner. Kasi syempre, ano ba ang rule? Diba? Ang rule, kapag mag-asawa kayo, kasal kayo, may inacquire kayong property during the marriage, diba? Kung ngayon ka nagpakasal, may binili kang property, magiging part siya ng absolute community of property. Pero teka muna. Foreigner yung asawa mo. O lupa, bahay at lupa yung binili nyo. Bumili kayo ng lupa. Hindi nga pwede yung foreign spouse. So, kailangan ngayon ng waiver ng foreign spouse. No? Hindi siya pwede maging registered owner. No? Hindi ka pwede maging registered owner no land kasi nga prohibited ka for being a foreigner. Okay. Number 184. The blank makes the landowner also the owner of everything produced, incorporated, or attached thereon, whether naturally or artificially. Ano kayong right to? Right of accession. 185. The bundle of rights refers to the blank rights which the owner has over his real property. Ano ba to? Tangible or intangible? The bundle of rights refers to the intangible rights which the owner has over his real property. Okay. The Family Code of the Philippines, which became effective on, August 3, 1988, please do not forget, now governs the property relations between married people after the Civil Code of the Philippines. Okay. Number 187. The law that governs the property relations of two people who plan to get married in 2013 is absolute community of property. 188. The Philippines applies the principle of citizenship based on the citizenship of the parents, no? And this is also referred to as the principle of jus sanguinis. Okay. 189. The removal of land from one owner to another when a stream suddenly changes its channel is called avulsion. Ay, sorry. Okay, 191st. Parang excited na kayo. 10 to go. Okay, sandali na. Kaya pa ba? Kaya pa ba ng powers natin? Kaya pa. Konti na lang to. 190. Those acquired by gratuitous title during the marriage, properties for personal use, except jewelry, and properties acquired before marriage by a spouse with legitimate descendants by a former marriage are classified as exclusive. Okay. 191. Torrent's title is proof of ownership, while blank is the exercise of the attribute of ownership. Title. Okay, 192. Under the 1987 Constitution of the Philippines, the government may transfer land to a Filipino citizen by homestead provided the area does not exceed 12 hectares. So, pareho lang homestead patent, free patent, no? Agricultural free patent. 12 hectares ang maximum. Okay. 193. Under BP 185, all municipal jurisdictions which, whether designated as chartered cities, provincial capitals or not, have a population density of 1,000 persons. 194. What are the three kinds of ownership as to the number of owners? Oh, when we're talking about ownership and we're talking about how many owners, no? Ano ba yung three kinds? So, meron tayong sole ownership, meron tayong co-ownership, and meron din tayong special co-ownership. Ano ba yung example ng special co-ownership, no? Special co-ownership such as ownership of what type of real property? What type of real property? Condominium. Bakit special co-ownership when you own a condominium? May co-ownership ba kapag owner ka ng condominium? Okay. Now, let us clarify. No? Kapag owner ka ng condominium unit, you are the sole owner with respect to the unit. Okay? But with respect to the land on which the condominium is built and to the common areas, co-owner ka lang. No? Co-owner ka lang with the rest of the owners of the other condominium units. Kaya ang condominium ownership is considered a special type of co-ownership because you are a sole owner on one hand and you are also a co-owner on another hand. No? Kaya special co-ownership. Okay. 195. What is the maximum area of land in the Philippines can a former natural-born Filipino citizen acquire? O, ito, summary na to, summary. Who can summarize? Kapag former natural-born Filipino citizen ka, bali foreigner ka na. Diba? Foreigner ka na. Pwede ka bang maging owner ng land in the Philippines? Sabi natin, yes. Pero may limit. Ano ang limit? Okay. For residential purposes, ano ang limit? Yes, true. Ang limitation din pera. But kung meron kang pera, ano ang limitation? Kapag residential, pag residential purposes and urban area, what's the maximum? 1,000 square meters. Pag rural, it is 1 hectare. Now, ang basis mo for this is BP 185. Now, if you are acquiring for business purpose, no, and urban area, what's the limit? It's 5,000 square meters. For rural area, it is 3 hectares. And the basis for this is RA 7042 as amended. Okay. Konti na lang. Okay, number 196. When soil deposited through the gradual deposit by flowing a river and land adjacent to the river, the deposited soil is called alluvium. 197. X and Z got married without any marriage settlement. Their property relations may still be changed during their marriage by judicial separation of property. Okay, 198. X sold their conjugal house and lot in 2023 to A, but did not get the consent of his wife Z. Within what period from the date of sale to A may Z question the sale? Ay, ang daming sagot. 5 years. 5 years. Anong basis niyo ng 5 years? What's your basis for 5 years? Family code. Which exact provision? Which exact provision ng family code? Article 142. Anong sabi sa Article 1? Sorry, pinahaba. Ano ang sabi sa Article 142 ng Family Code? Sige nga. Baka 124. Baka ang ibig mong sabihin is Article 124 of the Family Code. So, the provision under the Family Code that you use to answer this question, yung 198, is Article 124 of the Family Code. So, i-determine muna natin, kapag yung isang spouse nagbenta ng conjugal property without the consent of the other spouse, ano ang status ng sale na yun? Void. Void. Okay? Void. Let's make that clear. Okay? Kapag yung isang spouse nagbenta ng conjugal property or even absolute community property without the consent of the other spouse, ang contract of sale na yan is void. Now, ito ang tanong ko. Kapag void ang contract, what is the period for the aggrieved party para i-declare na void yung contract na yan? I'm talking about a void contract. So let us remember, when you are talking about the void contract, it's as if there was no contract entered into. Remember? Remember, di ba? Alamin niyo yung mga different types of contracts, ha? Kapag void yan, it's as if there was no contract entered into. Void ab initio. So kapag void ang contract, ano ang period para i-contest ng aggrieved party yung void contract? Anong period? Anong period? Anong period? May period ba? Imprescriptible. Anong ibig sabihin ng imprescriptible? Walang prescriptive period. So, kapag void ang contract, kahit anong haba ng panahon, pwede i-question yung contract kasi nga void. It's as if walang contract entered into. Okay. So, sabi natin, dito sa 198, when one spouse sells the conjugal house and lot without the consent of the other spouse, ano nga ang nature nitong contract na to? Void. And sabi natin, pag void ang contract, imprescriptible ang duration, no? Ng pag-question. That is the general rule. But this type of sale is a different type of void contract. Kapag nagbenta yung isang spouse ng conjugal property without the consent of the other spouse, void siya, yes. Pero hindi imprescriptible. By prescriptive period. Attorney, ano ang period para mag-file ka ng action to have that contract of sale declared void? Okay? Ang period within which, not 5 years, not 5 years, not 10 years, the period within which is any time basta hindi pa nagwi-withdraw ng offer yung spouse na nagbenta at saka yung buyer. No? Remember, yung isang spouse, hindi mo kinuhaan ng consent. Okay, so yung spouse na hindi nagbigay ng consent, anytime, pwede niya yung question, basta hindi pa nagwi-withdraw yung spouse na nag-offer for sale at saka yung buyer. So buhay pa, hindi pa consummated yung contract, no? Okay. So anytime basta hindi pa ineffective yung offer. Okay? Now, my next question is itong spouse na hindi nagbigay ng consent, ano ang effect if later on,
recording in progress,
later on, no, bigla siyang nagbigay na rin ng consent? Anong effect nun? No? Anong effect nun? Hindi siya ratified. Nagiging valid na ngayon yung sale. No? Once itong spouse na to, who originally didn't give the consent, but later on, no, nagbigay na siya ng consent, nagiging valid na ngayon yung sale. So once itong spouse na to, nagbigay na rin siya ng consent, hindi mo na pwedeng i-treat na void yan. Yun yung epekto. Okay? Okay. So, clear ba tayo dyan? Article 124 of the Family Code, basahin nyo. Okay. Okay. Dalawa na lang. X, a formal natural-born Filipino, became a Japanese citizen and now wants to buy a lot in Batangas. Now, under BP 185, X may be allowed to acquire the property for residential purposes of not more than 1 hectare. Okay. Yay, our last question. You are a citizen of the Philippines if you are born before blank of Filipino mothers who elect Philippine citizenship upon reaching the age of majority. January 17, 1973. Okay, so that concludes today's session. I hope you have learned a lot from our session.
Ayan.
Okay.
Actually,
Talent ko yan. Talagang on time ako natatapos. Diba?
laging sakto yan si attorney, no? Nga pala, housemates, nagtaka kayo bakit biglang tumanog yung recording, no? Due to an internet interruption during nag-lecture si attorney, tumalon yung recording, no? Tumalon yung recording there. Most possibly, there's some part na hindi na-cover, unfortunately. Tumalon yung recording due to internet fluctuation, no? So, maswerte yung mga nasa online. Ulit daw, attorney.
May repeat performance.
Oo, so ayan, buti na lang nandito yung mga yung mga present na. So attorney, will be seeing you tomorrow.
Yes,
It's
same time,
covering.
same time.
Alright.
Okay, I'll be sending the questions and answers for today's session after this, okay? So you can go over it, okay? So even if you miss the recording, nandiyan naman yung sagot, all right? So
Thank
see
you,
you tomorrow
attorney.
morning.
Salamat, everyone. This has been the House of Real Estate. Mata sa langit, paa sa lupa palagi. Magandang buhay, housemates.